Hey everybody, and how are you guys doing out there in YouTube land? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking. I really do appreciate you being here. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Gabe, and this is GabeLuvsMakeup, and I am a 52-year-old makeup artist that has been in the industry for 30 plus years, and I am still in retail, and I help customers just like yourself solve their skincare, makeup, and fragrance problems every single day. So yeah, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here, and welcome back to everybody else. I'm so glad that you guys are here too today, because today, guys, we have a really good video. I think we have the new, I've got to look this up again because I cannot remember the name of this foundation. It's the Shiseido Revitalessence Skin Glow Foundation. It is brand new. It is not even in stores yet. I happened to get a sample because they were getting ready to put the unit out. It will be in stores soon. So anyway, we're going to be doing that today. We also have the Patrick Top blush in She's Wanted. You guys really wanted me to try this blush with the berry one, the really rich berry one. And then we also have the Victoria Beckham, her brand new mascara and Vast Lash. I thought we would play with that today. So if any of these products sound interesting to you and you want to check these out, then stick around and let's do it together. Hey guys, so we are ready to get started. I can't wait to get started, dive into this. Just really quickly, yes, the kids are back. The kids are back. They're here because we're getting ready to do a Strawberry Shortcake video soon. And I've got all the kids out. I have some of my extra palettes out. So yeah, so the kids are back for a little bit anyway. Since they're back to school, we're back. And also, just to throw this out there, a special thank you to Ravishing Cosmetics. They sent me a really sweet message. Alexis Vogel's parents saw my video, and I was just overwhelmed with joy because I can't believe that they watched my video and they really enjoyed it. And I just can't say how humbled I am by that, because that means a lot to me, especially because she was such an important person in our industry and she's very well missed every single day. So yeah, it was just very humbling, and I just can't say, thank you enough to Ravishing Cosmetics. And if her parents are still watching, just to thank you guys so much, because that really meant a lot to me. So I just threw that out there. And also, by the way, just to let you guys know, my good friend Rissa Does Makeup, she got some PR from Ravishing Cosmetics, and she has always wanted to try the brand and never got to try it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think she's going to come out with a video with all the stuff she got. I know that she puts some stuff on her Instagram. So anyway, I will leave that link below as she does put that out, so you guys can go over and check her out. If you have not watched her channel, she's amazing. So just throwing that out there. So anyway, with that said, let's get into it. I want to do the mascara first, because I need something on my lashes while we're sitting here talking. I need it before we do foundation. So this is what, if you've ever got Victoria Beckham, this is what it comes in. It's been a hot minute since I bought any Victoria Beckham. If you guys have seen some of my earlier videos, I really enjoyed her Cell Rejuvenating Moisturizer, her golden one, her shadows, her liners, her lip liners. I mean, all kinds of good stuff. Actually, I have one of her lip liners sitting right here. I've tried just about everything in the line. I mean, this is really a beautiful line. Her eyeliners are gorgeous. And I loved her last mascara. It was really natural, and it was really good because she's cruelty-free. She's vegan-free. She's orthodox-tested, and she's fragrance-free. The last mascara was very easy to take off. It would come off with warm water. It was just a very beautiful mascara. It was very natural. But this one is called the Vast Lash Mascara, and it's pretty, it looks pretty nice. I mean, but she's a luxury brand. It is supposed to be so this mascara is supposed to be a clean, eye-defining mascara that volumizes the lashes in one swipe, and it coats from root to tip. And it does come up with warm water too, so that's really good to know. 12-hour wear, flake-proof, smudge-proof, sweat-proof, humidity-proof, vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, orthopodist tested, and it's safe for contact lens wearers. So that sounds really amazing. And because I really loved her other one, and I've been meaning to get another one of those because it's really good on the bottom lashes too. But this is what the new packaging looks like. The other one was in a black tube. This one is in a white tube. It looks really beautiful. It's very very luxe. It has the VB on the top of it. It's very heavy. It's got that really beautiful luxury feel to it. This is what the brush looks like. So the brush is a little bit more, she's a little bit more rounded, where the other one, I can't remember, I want to say it was really skinny. It was more skinnier. This one's definitely a lot more fatter. There's no smell to it whatsoever. I did have curled my lashes already. I've done a little bit of that. Obviously, you can see that I've got brows on. I have a little primer on too, so we've already got that on too. So, so yeah, let's just go ahead and put this on and see what it's like. It's not clumping on the brush or anything, so there's not a lot coming out, so that's a good thing. So let's just go in here and really start building it up with this side first, the curved side first, and work it. It's definitely, it doesn't feel too super wet, which is nice. The other one didn't either. It wasn't too super wet, but it's just the one side is doing pretty good so far. I really loved her other one. It is so good. It just stayed on all day too. And it's just more of a natural mascara. So if you like a really natural mascara, it's really nice. I want to say this was $32, I believe. I'm not really sure, but I think it was $32. 32 or 33 or something like that. It was in the 30 range. I did get this off of her website, but you can pick this up on Violet Gray. Oh, they also sell on Violet Gray. I do have a link to that down below. I don't have an affiliated link with Victoria's brand, but I do have it with Violet Gray. However, they are sold out on the website, but I will leave that down below if you guys want to check it out. But, and also Victoria's site, sometimes you can get a little bit of a discount, especially if you just started using her product, but her products are amazing. I don't talk about her as much as I used to, but wow. You guys, that's really pretty. It's very clean looking too. It's like a clean lash. It's not anything like the Huda Beauty, because the Huda was she was very thick. And by the way, that one kind of like burned me a little bit. Like it burned my lashes. It kind of aggravated me a little bit. I don't know. The wand was a little scratchy on me and I liked it. And also it didn't stay very well on me all day long. So I'm just going to keep building this one and then we'll see the difference between the two. Hey guys, so this is what we have. So this is one side versus without on this side. So it gives a really beautiful, it's still kind of like a natural volume. It's not like a tremendous over the top volume like some of the other mascaras that I have. But, and this is about maybe 1.5 coats. I did a little bit on the bottom. On the bottom, it did get a little messy with the brush where the other one was really skinny and it did a better job on the bottom. But, I did go back and kind of clean that up just a little bit. But yeah, it looks really pretty. It's got a very, if you can see, it's just a very clean, fresh looking lash. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really nice. It dried really quickly. I thought it was going to be, because it felt like it was going to be a little wet, but it's got a little bit of a wet dry formula. And then it kind of like, it's definitely dried down a lot. So yeah, I mean, I like it. This would be, you can tell that it's going to stay. Like you can tell sometimes with mascaras, you can't tell. This one, I think I can tell that it's going to stay. Now, again, this is a first impression. I've not worn this all day. I haven't tried it out like that yet. I will have to check it out and see how it works. But yeah, so far so good. I really like it. This is what both of the lashes look like. It looks really good. I like it. I will say this much. You don't want to, I think it's more of a better as a one coat mascara. I don't think it's very good when you keep adding coats to it, as it started getting a little more clumpier and the lashes started sticking more together. I felt like it did better with just the one coat. So just throwing that out there. And it does need to dry down a little bit, because if you keep adding it, it's going to get that kind of a spottery lash. So just keep that in mind when using it. But again, it feels very, very lightweight. It's a little bit messy on the bottom lashes, but other than that, I will have to keep testing it to see what I think of it. But so far so good. So I mean, I like it. So let's move on to the star of the show, because let's face it, it is the star of the show because it is a brand new foundation. It hasn't even been launched yet. It's getting ready to come out. I hope I don't get in trouble for doing this video because I'm actually a little ahead of time. But yeah, but let's talk about this makeup. And this is the Shiseido Revitalessence Skin Glow Foundation with the SPF 30. I will put pictures up here of the foundation so you can see that. Also the images of the ingredients and all that good stuff up here too, as well as what I saw at the counter, so you guys can kind of see that. There are 30 shades in this makeup, around $52 or $51, but I'm not sure. But this is what it does, guys. It sounds really beautiful. So this serum light foundation weightlessly glides into skin, transforms the glowing makeup finish to the last 12 hours. It evens skin, blurs pores, hydrates for 24 hours. Fermented kefir and niacinamide, 2 probiotics that fuel the ability to maintain a healthy microbiome. It also is a 12-hour wear, 12-hour hydration, transfer resistant, crease resistant, fade resistant, suitable for all skin type, paraben free, mineral oil free, fragrance free, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested. The bottle is made of 30% glass. The fermented kefir is made from a Japanese rice, which is the probiotic. The niacinamide, of course, is the vitamin B. It's a unique formula delivery. It has micro capsules suspended in skincare essence. A skin caring essence infused skincare activates to first be delivered to the skin. I mean, really, the way these companies describe these things, I'm telling you, I want their job. That's what it is. Oh, and by the way, it's $56. I forgot. I did screenshot that. So it's $56 for the foundation. It is on the Dillard's website already for Dillard's department stores, but it's only got 2 shades up so far. But I'm sure all of them will be loaded up soon. So if you want to, that's just 2 light colors, not any of the other shades, but it does come in 30 shades. So yeah, guys, so let's play with this. Let's get it on. So this is the little mini sample that I have. I put it in a little bit of a longer bottle. I picked up Citrine 360, because usually Citrine normally works for me. The other ones. Now, I will say I love the original Glow Sync foundation. It was one of my favorite foundations. I will put that up here as well so you guys can see the picture. But they discontinued that foundation, and then they came out with the Radiant Lifting Foundation, which I did not care for. The Synchro Skin Foundation, I did not care for. The Tint, I did not care for. The, all of that. I mean, so far, everything that they've done so far as makeup goes, I have not cared for it. Now, if you guys did not know much about my channel, I love Shiseido skincare. I'm still using all Shiseido skincare for the most part. I do have a couple of Lancome ones that I just added in, but for the most part, every day I use Shiseido skincare. I've been doing it for over a year. But yeah, you can see it's a little bit more on the dribbly side. It's very, 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 it looks very, very thin like. So I'm going to kind of blend this out just a little bit. Yeah, it's very, very light coverage, light medium coverage. But that is what we're looking at. Sample a shake. my little sample or whatever. Now, if I like this, I may pick it up. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because I'm not really sure if I'm in the market for another foundation, but I just think this is kind of usually up my street. So so anyway, yeah. And I haven't wore this yet. I've not had to try this out yet, so just keep that in mind too. So I'm going to take a little bit here more on the back of my hand. I'm going to take quite a little bit right there. And I'm going to take, this is my Sigma brush, and this is in F47. It's by Alice in Wonderland. And I'm going to take a little bit with the brush. We're going to start with the brush first, and then we'll do this side, and then we'll do the other with the sponge, and then see what we think. So I'm going to start tapping this out a little bit and seeing. Try to get a little bit more up close. It is a little light. I probably could go just a tad bit darker. But it'll warm up with my skin too, so I'm not really worried about that. It is very, very melty. It's very thin. It's very sheer-like, and it's definitely with the brush. I mean, it's like absorbing up into my brush because it's so thin. But it's probably one of those buildable kind of formulas where you want to build it slowly. You might be able to get maybe just a light to light medium coverage, which is what it says anyway. It does have an SPF 30 in it, so keep that in mind too when you're looking at your color, because the SPF will change it a little bit. But it's really, I mean, it's building really beautiful. I'm just having to use a lot of the sample to get a little bit more coverage, but it's really pretty. I mean, if I wore a product like this, it would definitely be more with the sponge. I'm not really a big brush person, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like with a brush. But that's one coat, so it's really pretty. It's got it does have a beautiful glow. It does feel a little bit like the Glow Sync. The Glow Sync foundation with a little bit more coverage. And it was a little bit heavier. This is definitely more lighter. And it'll be interesting to see once this starts to dry down a little bit, because right now it's still drying down. The thing with Shiseido foundations, usually they start to dry down, and that's when I don't like them. They start to look kind of matte-like. But this so far is still keeping its glow a little bit. So let's go on this side and do the sponge and see what happens. This is going to definitely soak up in a sponge. If it's this lightweight, it's going to really soak up in a sponge. You're going to use a lot more of it if you use a sponge. Because I'm already like, usually with these little foundation bottles, they, you know, I'm already like getting down to my halfway mark. And usually with these little bottles, they, you know, they last a little while. This is definitely when you have to kind of, you're gonna, you know, especially if you want a little coverage. I'm gonna assume that if you're looking at something like this, you're definitely not gonna want coverage. I mean, you're gonna want more just a light to light medium, which I'm not mad about, because that's what I normally wear on a day-to-day basis. I really don't like a super full coverage. But that is really beautiful. It is really pretty. Let's see what it looks with the sponge. I do like it better with the sponge, though. I do. I think the sponge, it just looks more natural. I think it looks more skin-like. I'm going to blend it out a little bit more on this side. I think this, to me, just looks a little bit more better when you just kind of keep it more natural and not really try to cake it up, because it's not one of those foundations that you need to cake up or really put a lot on. Because I think less is better with these kind of foundations, but it's really pretty. It's got a beautiful glow to it. Yeah, it's a little bit, the glow is definitely like the glow thing for sure. I'm definitely feeling the glow. And really liking the way it's looking. I mean, it'd be amazing to see what it kind of looks like once it sets on the skin for a little bit. Maybe the future skin powder, I'm going to set a little bit with the powder later. And I did bring out the, this is the cream makeup in the future solution. So she's a little bit more coverage, not a heavy coverage, but you know, she's got an SPF 20. I did this one in fall of last year. I mean, it wasn't a new product. I mean, it'd been on the market for a while, but it had a decent shade range in it. I'm the actual darkest color in this makeup, though. I mean, this one is Rose 4, and I'm the darkest one in it. So this one has much better colors as far as colors go. Though you would have a much better selection if you're looking for something a little bit more on the glow side. This would be a better shade range. We are back, and so here is the finished look, and it looks really beautiful. It's a beautiful summer berry, warm, cool toned type look. It makes your skin look really beautiful. It kind of gives that really beautiful burnt berry look to it, especially with the lips and everything. I love it. It's kind of like a good, almost a good pre-fall kind of look too. So it's the pre-fall, it's still, you know, summer look to it. It's just really beautiful. It's very natural. This blush looks actually really pretty on the lids too, by the way, just to throw that out there. If you wanted to do a little more of a berry on the lid and you didn't really want to do a lot of eyeshadow, it would be really beautiful, especially if you like more cool tones. But the blush is definitely, I would definitely give it a thumbs up for the blush, because he did a good job with this one. And not only that, but he didn't have a color like this one in his collection, and I'm so glad that I picked this one up, because this will be great, especially going into fall. It does last all day. They are really good blushes. If you've never tried these would be really awesome. As for the foundation, guys, it's really beautiful. It's really pretty. I can't tell you, it looks so pretty up close. It looks really smooth with the powder over it. I did do a spray to melt everything together, and it does just look really beautiful. We don't have any highlighter. I didn't do any highlighter or anything like that. It's just the blush and the lipstick, and that's it, pretty much. There's no anything else, and just some concealer, but there's no highlighter. So it looks really beautiful. You can still see the glow even after powdering, and that powder is a little bit more of a brightening powder, so it does brighten. It's just a really beautiful, like, it looks really pretty. It feels very lightweight. With the powder, some of the stickiness did go down. It's still a little bit there, but just keep that in mind. But it seems like it's going to be a really good foundation. I can't wait to use this a couple more days, see what I really think of it, see about the long resistance, see where it wears, how better it looks throughout the day. The same with the mascara. The mascara, I'm really liking it. It's really beautiful. It's very soft. Just keep in mind that if you do decide you want to pick it up, I would probably only do one coat of it. I wouldn't try to keep building it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a very buildable mascara, but now I could be wrong. I mean, we'll have to play with it a little bit longer and see if it's going to wear, see how it's going to stay on, all that good stuff. But the mascara will be a little bit more just like the foundation. I have to play with it a little bit more because this is the first impressions. But anyway, guys, let me know in a comment down below. Is there any of this? Are you interested in this foundation? Or were you interested in this mascara? Were you interested in the blush at all? Please leave a comment and let us know. And thank you again so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribed if you liked this video and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, then I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you didn't like it. But be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself. Remember to tell somebody that you love them because life is way too short. And also remember to just be kind, because kindness can go an awful long way. And remember to remember to love yourself, because because that sometimes that's easier said than done sometimes. But we will see you again in the next episode. Take care, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.